back over here, 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 4. So this is what love means. Because again, people got messed up with the word love actually means, right? It says, charity suffereth long. So in order to love, you got to have long suffering, okay? You got to be able to long suffer, right? And how do you suffer long, right? You got to be able to endure, ill will, ill treatment without being broken, right? Without faltering, without wavering, right? Without being compromised, right? That's long suffering. It says, and is kind. So charity is also kind, right? And what does kind mean? Kind means to do good without kind means to do good just because. You don't need a reason for it, right? You just want to do good, and you do good just because. That's what kind means, okay? That's what kind means. It says, charity envieth not. If you're loving, you're not going to envy somebody, right? You're not going to envy somebody. You're not going to want to take what they have, right? You're not going to want to take their spot, right? You're not going to want to bring harm to them. It says, charity vaunteth not itself. It's not puffed up. So love is not puffed up. So you're not cocky, right? Charity vaunteth not itself. So you're not bigging yourself up, right? You're not saying, oh well, I made all this happen because of my power. I made all this happen because of my might, right? Period. If you don't give the glory to the Lord, right? That's wrong. That's not love, right? If you don't give the glory to the Lord, that's wrong. That's not love. That's not okay, right? You had one of the kings. I can't remember which one it was, right? But the Most High made him crazy and act like a dog, right? Literally barking on all fours like a wild animal, right? Because he was so puffed up, right? He was so full of himself, so prideful, right? And the Most High brought him down to a lower state, literally, right? So to be puffed up, thinking that thinking that everything that you got, you did it, right? Thinking that the good that you're doing, so-called, but the good that you're doing is because you made it happen, right? The Lord, all the good that we do is because the Lord give us the opportunity to do it, right? He gives us the means to do it, right? If I got money in my pocket that I can give to somebody to help them out, that's because the Lord put the money in my pocket, right? If I got food that I can give to somebody to help them out, that's because the Lord put that food there for me to give it out, right? There is nothing that you can say, oh, I did this because of me, right? Or I did good because of something I did. First off, the only reason why people do good is because the Lord allowed you to do the good, okay? Nobody's just doing good because they just woke up one day and decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a good person. And if you did woke up that way, it's because the Lord put that spirit on you to do that, okay? There is no free will. You do, and that's why people got to understand. That's why being sober is another, like it's a big part of this, okay? You got to understand that there is no good people. There is no bad people, right? It's just spirits on people that the Lord sent to people, right? Hitler, not a bad person, right? Let's imagine everything they said about Hitler is true, right? Which I don't really believe any. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying I don't believe the stories that Americans tell, right? So let's say the story of Hitler is true. Let's say that's true, right? He's not a bad person. He had bad spirits on him. That's it. The story in Scripture, we had this guy possessed with all these demons, Legion, right? And he was out of control, right? And the Lord came, took all the demons off of him, right? And then he started to, after that, live a good life, try to follow the Lord. So is that guy a good person or a bad person? Right? There is no good person. There is no bad person. There's only spirits on people, period. Right? Then you got Saul of Tarsus, right, who became Paul. Right? Saul of Tarsus was one of the biggest people, one of the most ruthless people to come against the gospel. Right? One of the most treacherous people and diligent people that come against the Lord and his followers, right? And then what happened? He ran into the Lord, Yahushua, and knocked him off of the horse, made him blind, and then Yahushua sent one of his messengers, his followers, to heal him in his name, right? And then after that, he walked on a good path, right? So again, there is no good people and bad people. There's only good spirits and bad spirits, right? Right? There's only good spirits and bad spirits that the Lord sends on people, right? You start getting in your mind, oh, this is a bad person. No. There's no bad people, right? There is no bad people, right? You have in the scripture, I think it's Cyrus, right? Cyrus, I believe, Cyrus on paper, right, was a heathen, right? People think, oh, well, heathens can't serve God, right? Not how he's supposed to be served. Heathen can't people basically downplay heathen. Like, heathen can't serve God, period. Right? Now, they say, oh, heathens are bad, they can't serve God, they haven't been given the laws. Right? Now, Cyrus was literally, if I'm not mistaken, the only two people was ever called the anointed. No. There was a few people called the anointed. Cyrus, Yahushua, King Cyrus, Yahushua, I believe that, matter of fact, I believe there were a couple. But I'm pretty sure Cyrus was the only heathen, right, that was called anointed, right? So, again, but what did Cyrus do? Cyrus helped out the Israelites, right? You had a lot of kings who helped out. Well, you had a lot of people who were heathen who helped out Israelites, right? You had a lot of people. So matter of fact, you got heathen today still helping Israelites, right? Point being, there's no good people, there's no bad people, right? Only spirits on people who the Lord has sent, right? The Lord is sending good spirits and bad spirits, right? He decides who does good and who does bad. There's no good and bad people. So 1 Corinthians 13 in verse 5, it says, does not behave itself unseemly, right? Seeketh not her own, right? Because when it comes to love, when it comes down to it, you're not supposed to seek your own. You're supposed to seek the Lord, right? Which comes with you want to think about bettering other people before yourself. That's why Yahushua says it's better to give than receive, right? Ultimately, everything that we give, we're going to get it back anyway. The Lord's going to pay us back, right? You lend a brother some money or somebody some money, and they say they're going to pay you back, and they don't even sweat it, right? The Lord's going to take care of it. The Lord is going to pay you back, okay? The Lord is going to make sure you get paid back, okay? Period. He's going to make sure you get paid back. And it's going to be more than what you paid, okay? Don't let, matter of fact, I ain't going to say that. 1 Corinthians 13 in verse 5, it says, it's not easily provoked and thinketh no evil. So when you're under the spirit of love, right, you're not easily provoked, right? And what is provoked? Let's give an example of provoked, right? Let's say you're walking down a block. Every day you let's say every day you're going to work, and it's this person standing outside your job, and he's rude to you every single day, right? Every single day he's rude to you. He don't touch you. He just Right? He just calls you names every day, right? And eventually you just snap. That's easily provocation. That's easily provoked, right? Yahweh Shai, because you want to try to, let's imagine, right? Let's imagine you got two people. They know each other. They're friends, best friends. One best friend called the other best friend and be like, man, I lost my job today. The other person say, man, I'm sorry to hear that, but I lost my mom today, right? Those are not on the same levels, right? There's obviously somebody lost their mom, and you can't get another mom. You can get another job, right? There's obviously levels to it. Now, when it comes to being provoked, the bar has been set very, very high, right? Yahweh Shai was getting crucified. The people who he created were turned against him. They wanted him dead, right? And he still prayed that the Father forgive him, right? Stephen, being stoned to death, prayed for the Father to not hold that against him, right? So the bar for being provoked is very, very high, right?